Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Age of Empires 3. Specifically, we'll be looking at the Mexico Civilization DLC. Normally, it's about $6 or $7. I grabbed it for $2 during a Steam sale. So this particular DLC Civilization will bring new units and buildings, home city shipment cars, and all that jazz. It also has its very own historical battle, the Grito de Dolores. I'm going to butcher all of these Spanish names, and I'm sure my Puerto Rican fiance upstairs will be laughing at me in the process. So there's a new historical battle, but if you own both the Mexico Civilization and the United States Civilization DLC, it'll unlock another historical battle. I think it was the Queenston Heights. I think it was Battle of the Queenston Heights. Anyway, so what does this particular faction have to offer? Well, it plays similar to the United States in the sense that whenever you age up, you'll get to choose between different states. And these states have different federal cards that will be added to your card chooser home city screen. So in addition to the cards that you bring with you from the deck builder, you'll also be able to add new cards to select from depending on what state you choose during this process. So I really like that. I mean, I enjoyed the playing as the United States because it did very much the same thing. It allowed me to sort of branch out into my own style of playing as I was going. And I think that's what, like, kind of hit home with this. Like, at first I'm like, well, what does this one have to offer that the United States doesn't have? And there's a couple of things that I'll touch on in a minute that really sets Mexico DLC like aside. There's a couple of, like, there's a building, for example, that's really powerful. But first and foremost, though, like, Mexico was available prior to this DLC, but only through revolutions, and that's what this DLC offers. It's pretty much just like, here's its own thing, so it's gonna throw that at you. Now, the main crux of this civilization, based on what I can tell, is the whole revolution thing, simply because, like, you can enact a revolution, choose a new, like, I guess, location, like there's Central America or Baja California, for example, and upon choosing one of these revolution locations, you'll be given a brand new card city screen that you'll have access to, and it'll grant you access to all sorts of new technologies, and I really like that. So, like, part of me wants to go back and replay this civilization multiple times because, you know, as I perform a revolution, I want to see the different revolution decks that are available. So I really like that. And what's cool about the Mexico DLC is that for a fee, you can rejoin the home country. And there are technologies that make this cheaper for you, but you not only rejoin Mexico, but you also level up to the next age. So it's a way of, like, gaining access to certain cards and abilities temporarily, and then you can go back to being Mexico again and getting your old cards back. So I just thought that was really cool. And the biggest thing, there's something called a hacienda. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's a building that it acts like a mill, a mine, or an estate rather, and like a place where animals can go. I don't remember what it's called, but it can be one of these three things, and there's a toggle for it. That's really cool. So you can, it's one of the most universally useful economic buildings in the entire game. The ability to just build one building. Oh, do I want to do food? No, I'll just switch it to food. Oh, I need coin now. Let's switch to coin. Oh, I need farm animals now. It produces cows, and through technologies, it'll fatten them and auto harvest, all that stuff. So, like, that hacienda building is super useful. So, like, that's part of why I like the civilization so much, because it gives me that economic oomph. And I also started with a bunch of towers. I don't know if that was part of the map itself or what, but it looks like it, because, like, my enemy had the same towers that I did. But anyway, like, I really enjoyed playing as a civilization. Again, it's similar to the United States DLC, but they are definitely their own unique thing. So mainly the whole revolution thing, and also that hacienda building that where you can toggle between different sources of income. I love that. So I do recommend this DLC absolutely. I mean, I got it for $2 on a sale, and I've seen this DLC on sale cheaply, throughout several sales. So if you missed this one, grab it on the next one. I think it's one of the better DLCs that are available. I did pick up the other ones as well, and I already covered the US in a prior video, so I may be trying out those other civilizations shortly and reporting back in the same manner as today. Well, there you go, folks. Hope you found this enjoyable and helpful. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.